Tips to getting into the best shape of your life. So, getting into the best shape of your life requires a combination of healthy eating, regular exercise, and consistent lifestyle habits. First tip is to set measurable goals. Set very specific, measurable goals. What BMI do you wish to achieve? What is your preferred ideal weight? Is there a certain aspect of your body that you wish to improve? What outcome do you wish to achieve? Is there an outcome that you specifically want, and is the outcome something that can be measured? Goals oftentimes can be measured, and they're easier to overcome and fulfill if you have measurable goals to achieve. So choose to set goals that are measurable. Tip number 2, the power of setting attainable goals versus potentially impossible ones. So there is a whole psychological concept behind goal setting and how it affects your happiness. Be aware that how difficult your goal is and the level of sacrifice you wish to pursue to achieve the goal really does matter. So if you set attainable goals, you will find happiness will be improved, and you will be more apt to maintain the outcomes achieved. Unhappy people often have high standards, and you can easily consider, how difficult are your standards to achieve? Are your standards and goals too high? Are they too difficult? Do you want these goals to be difficult? What amount of sacrifices are you willing to pursue to achieve the successes that you want in life? If you set impossible goals or just very challenging ones, even if you don't achieve them, you still fall amongst the stars. And so in life, I strive to achieve the impossible. I strive for excellence in all that I do. That is basically who I am. And so I prefer setting difficult goals. I do not wish to set lower standards. I know if I believe in myself and go all in, I can achieve more than imaginable. And so I can achieve what others would deem impossible. Achieving these goals, I find, are the most priceless and impactful. I say, set high standards for yourself, but importantly, enjoy the journey toward getting there. That way, you maintain your happiness and fall amongst the stars with great outcomes. And so, it's very important to consider, what is your goal? Do you want to set an attainable goal that will get you progress, but will be easily or more easily managed? An attainable goal that gets you progress, but also can allow you a certain amount of happiness along the way? Or do you want to set a more challenging standard, a more challenging goal that will require a little bit more sacrifices? Your happiness may be affected slightly because you have more sacrifices, but your overall outcome will be even better. And so prior to even starting to go toward your goal, understand what is the level of difficulty of your goal. Do you want to have a more challenging goal and set a higher standard? Or do you want to set a standard and goal that is a little bit more attainable and that really allows you to foster happiness as you get there? Because the more difficult goals will affect your happiness because they oftentimes do require a certain level of sacrifice, determination, resilience, and perseverance. And so prior to going into your goal, understand what your goal is and how difficult you really want to set that goal to be. So the next tip we have: plan actions you will take to achieve these goals. So you can consume a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Definitely avoid processed foods and sugary drinks and alcohol. Track your calories and the quantities of each food and drink type that you're consuming. Exercise regularly for 4 hours per week minimum. Yes, this is my recommendation. So, all the different healthy articles you read will say, exercise a few hours per week. But if you really want to live a healthy lifestyle, you should really do more. And it's really just time. And the time can fly if you do something that you love. So find things that you can do for exercise that you enjoy, where the time just simply flies by. And try to exercise doing these activities at least 4 hours per week. So I prefer encouraging a more active lifestyle. Humans are capable of running, so why do we walk? There's like a quote, one of my favorite quotes by Jesse Owens, which, by the way, every time I Google, I cannot find the exact wording, but Jesse Owens once said a quote about running, where he basically says, as humans, we're capable of running and running super fast, or just running in general. And so why do we choose to walk every day? Why do we choose to walk? We can run and have all the air just flying through our hair and just enjoy, going fast and running and exercising. So why does everybody walk so much? Do what humans are capable of doing. Run. Don't walk, run. And so I really enjoy this quote. If anybody finds it, definitely comment below, because I've been trying to find the exact wording of this quote for the longest time. So, do what humans are born to do. Run, not walk. Live an active life. Enjoy a variety of activities that include cardio, strength training, and, flexibility exercises. We're capable of so much. So, do what we're capable of. Do what you're capable of. So the next one is build a social network of workout buddies. Working out with a friend can really help you stay motivated, accountable, and have fun. So one of my favorite dating self-help gurus that I bumped into online, with regards to basically doing all these different courses for self-help dating. So my favorite one is Christian Carter. He is great. He gives really good advice, and he really speaks to: do not rely on one person to bring you happiness in every aspect of your life. If you focus on relying on this one person for all these different things, you're only going to be unhappy. Build your social network. Have a friend that you could work out with. Have a friend that you could talk business with. Have a friend that you can talk about food and nutrition with. And then have your romantic relationship be focused on passion and intimacy and romance. as a girlfriend, I don't have to be everything to everyone. No, I just need to be in that romantic relationship with my significant other. And so that is the focus. That is what I'm there for. I'm there for love and intimacy and supporting my significant other. I don't need to share every interest they have. So Christian Carter really speaks to not relying on one person to bring you happiness in every aspect of your life. If you have a goal, gain multiple quality buddies that can do different fun exercises with you and really help you achieve that goal. This will help you and allow you to pursue a variety of fun exercise activities throughout the week instead of just one. So if you want to, for example, improve your health and be more active, then find multiple activities that you can do with different people. And that way, these activities holistically altogether will add up to offering you even more exercise and even more time spent doing these different activities, and then you'll only see better outcomes as well. So for example, when Cindy is tired of volleyball, don't worry. Your friend Bob may be motivated to head out to the weight room with you. And so, every week is a different week. And, sometimes people are more motivated. Your friend Christian may be super motivated to exercise a few times playing tennis this week. And then next week, he might not be as motivated and be taking a week off. And so it's great to have, multiple friends that do multiple different exercise activities. You can focus on tennis this week with Christian. You can focus on weight room exercises next week with Bob. You can focus with volleyball with Cindy. Just have a lot of different options. The more options for exercise that you have, the more opportunities you'll have, and the better outcomes, because you'll be doing more exercising for more amounts of time. So build your social network. Your social network is very important. Don't rely on a small social network. Try to build your social network, because it will only help you get better outcomes. Build your social network to help you best gain the results that you want in all aspects of your life, not just fitness. Manage your stress through meditation, yoga, deep breathing, and other exercises. So try to close out tasks on your plate. That way you don't have as much to worry about as at night. You can really get a better sleep. Staying productive and gaining progress, at least for me, really helps me feel better and less stressed. So even if you do not complete the task, you will feel better knowing that you worked toward that and received at least some progress. Even if it's not a lot of progress, try to make progress on all of your different tasks and goals. That progress will help you feel better and reduce your stresses and overall live a healthier life. You'll want to prioritize getting quality sleep for at least 7 hours every 24 hours. Sleep is very important. It helps your body recover and be its healthiest and perform at its best. And so I say sleep 7 hours for every 24 hours. I say it in a certain way on purpose. What I'm saying is, scientifically, you aren't always going to have 7 hours straight that you can sleep. The reality is, I actually really enjoyed at least for my productivity when I was in my master's degree, I enjoyed sleeping as much as possible, but 7 straight hours is not always possible. Scientifically, you can perform very optimally on 3.5 to 4 hour sleeping increments. And so, oftentimes, because of my work schedule, I actually worked 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for weeks and months straight. And when you're working 12 hours a day, which most people don't do, and then also have your master's degree to work on, you often don't sleep. So in order to perform well, and I did receive top of my class GPA, I did really well. But the way that I did it was by sleeping in 3 to 4 hour increments. 7 hours was never possible. But my point here is that you'll want to sleep 7 hours every 24 hours. But you can always take 1 hour cat naps, 15-minute cat naps. You can always take 3 to 4 hour rest periods. And then, if you're able, you can always do the 7 hours straight. You have options. Just make sure that you're getting quality sleep and you're sleeping 7 hours every 24 hours. That is what's most important. Give your body the time to recover and perform at its best. And so this is really like a productivity tip. I love cat naps during the afternoon. I love 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night, but I also love sleeping in 3.5 hour increments when my life requires it. Getting enough quality sleep is definitely essential for recovery, hormone regulation, and your overall health. And so be sure to allow your body the benefits that you receive from sleep so you can at least perform at your best and achieve your goals. A deep quality sleep scientifically occurs within 1.5 to 3.5 hours, and so be sure to allow your body to get deeper quality sleep by getting at least 3.5 hours of sleep minimum per every 24 hours. You can seek professional support by mentors and personal trainers and nutritionists, coaches, and doctors to help you become most informed and gain potentially quicker results that are focused on achieving your fitness goals safely and most efficiently. So, understand that these are great tips, but you can always get professional support and medical advice to foster improved results and better outcomes, because oftentimes, at least when you have these more professional support systems, they usually ensure accountability. They ensure that you're receiving your outcomes safely and also efficiently. So there was a really great article that I read on medium.com. It was written by Jason Edwards, and its title was How I Finally Got Below 10% Body Fat. The heading photo for this article was pretty crazy, and that's what kind of drew my interest. Overall, he looks really healthy and really fit. And so when I read the article, he did have a lot of good tips, and I did want to share them here. So lesson number 2 was, if you don't track it, you can't improve it. And so he really focuses here on tracking the different things that you're doing in order to really receive the best outcomes. And so he lists the statistic that 15 times your body weight in daily calories will help you maintain your current weight. So if you want to maintain your current weight, then you will want to take your body weight and consume 15 times that amount for your daily calories. And if you want to gain weight, you'll want to consume 16 to 17 times your body weight in daily calories. And then, if you want to lose weight, you're going to want to consume 11 to 12 times your body weight in daily calories. And so for this, it's really about tracking how many calories you're consuming. Based on your body weight, you can multiply that number to kind of get an understanding of how many calories you should consume in a day in order to gain, lose, or maintain your current body weight. So I really appreciated that statistic because it really gives you some measurable information that I don't think is that difficult to implement. All you need to do is do the math and then track your calories and just make sure that you're consuming less or more calories than the quantity you calculated. So I prefer to learn from the best, who have the best results and who are experts in their area. So I definitely encourage, learn from experts who have the results that you want. And based on what I could see, I think Jason really has pretty good results. And so I would really encourage checking out that tip and trying to place it into action, or maybe even doing a little bit more research and coming up with your own amount for calories, and then really stick to it and really implement it. If you would like to read more about how he achieved his results, you could definitely check out Jason Edwards on medium.com. I also write on medium.com. So the next tip is make sustainable long-term lifestyle changes. It is one thing to achieve the goals that you set, but it is another to maintain the results that you have through a long-term lifestyle change. And so the best way to achieve sustainable long-term lifestyle changes is to really shift your mindset. Decide to love fruits and vegetables and salads. Find the ones that you really enjoy and maintain them in your everyday life. Decide to love exercise and sports and activities. Find the ones that you love and the ones that you really enjoy, and then maintain them in your everyday life. Decide to spend less time focusing on food and more time on focusing on shifting your mindset toward thinking about exercise and eating healthy when you're hungry and eating in excess, or maintaining an unhealthy food in your house, or going to the restaurant and racking up some really high bills. These are usually the problems. So, really focus on not eating in excess, not keeping unhealthy foods in your house, and not going to restaurants where you're easily tempted to not have the healthier lifestyle and eat the healthier foods. So, due to marketing, there are even more bad things that you will be encouraged to do and eat. And so really marketing can lead you astray. It can lead you in the wrong direction and really encourage unhealthy things that will take you away from being in the best shape of your life. And so really be wary of marketing. Also, due to marketing, another problem is that society does not know what to eat and not eat. Oftentimes, people eat tons of toxins and toxic chemicals that are in our food, or processed foods, or sugars or carbs, and we just don't know that they're actually unhealthy. Or the extent that they're unhealthy. We don't really know what alternatives are healthier than what we're currently consuming, because oftentimes it's difficult to navigate the ingredients and the labels, and then what if the labels are just not even that accurate? I did watch like a really good documentary about canned goods and regulations, and I wrote an entire article on medium.com and did create an YouTube video about this. But basically, there are so many toxins in our canned foods, in our cereals, and in our other foods that we feed to our children, and we feed to the homeless, and we just eat ourselves. And the reality is there's a lot of different bad things in these foods. The regulations are not that good. They could be better. And we should really, really pay more attention and not eat certain foods, choose better alternatives. And one way to do that is I recommend my favorite app, Yuka, Yuka. Go to your grocery store and find alternatives that have less toxins inside them. Eat less processed foods and just have healthier foods in your house. If you want to live your healthiest life, be surrounded by healthy things. You'll want to track your progress. There is a reason we set measurable goals. This really allows us to track our actions and track our progress. And if you do not monitor what actions that you are taking, what choices are made, and what results are achieved, you really can't obtain the results most effectively. So everyone's body is different. You may need to track actions, progress, and discover what works best for you. What most effectively helps you achieve the results that you want. You can only know this when you know how you think. What choices and actions are easiest for you specifically to implement, and what actions most effectively lead to the outcomes that you want. So know what you want, know what your goals are specific to you, and know how you can tweak your specific lifestyle to achieve the outcomes that you want. Because we all live different lives, different circumstances, and different situations. We all have different wants and different needs. Take your circumstance and do what is best for you to achieve the best outcome for you. Stay motivated and definitely enjoy the process. It will really help you get the best results. It is easier to multiply and achieve the best results when you are motivated and enjoy the process. So be sure to enjoy what actions you plan to take. Enjoy the food options. Enjoy the nutritious drinks. Enjoy the fitness and the sports and the gym. Enjoy learning what is good for your health. Knowledge is power. So definitely study and gain knowledge. Enjoy the process. Your enjoyment will help you stay motivated and also help you achieve the best results, especially the results that you're looking for. So it is easier to gain the results when you're motivated and when you do not think that you're working. Instead, you're focused on how fun the activity is that you're doing. So really build a social network with very motivated mindsets, positive attitudes, and similar values toward achieving the best shape of their lives. Because when you're around a network of people who have these values and these mindsets, you will only accelerate your results and really help you maintain long-term lifestyle changes and the best outcomes. So the next tip is patience, consistency, and dedication. So you'll definitely want to stay patient, stay consistent, and stay dedicated to your goals. Your results and outcomes do not happen overnight, and so you'll need to implement lifestyle changes in the long term and become dedicated toward, taking consistent actions in order to gain the results that you want. Be patient, be optimistic, and be positive. Love who you are as you are. Love the adventure and patiently allow yourself to achieve the results in time. Allow your body to achieve the results that are best for it. Customize the results for you and your situation, and customize the difficulty of what you want to achieve, and really try to foster happiness throughout the process, because the more you enjoy the process and the more motivated you are throughout the process, the better your results will be, and the easier it will be to maintain these results. And it's just way more important to maintain awesome results than to achieve them and then let them fall through. So really implement mindset changes and, gain knowledge to really fuel your results. Take actions to lead to the outcomes that you want. So this is how you will get in the best shape of your life, following these tips. And then also, getting some more support if you think that is best for you. Focus on these different things and create positive outcomes through actions and putting in time and really planning and being strategic and customizing your actions based on your situation, your wants, your needs, and your circumstances. And really build a happy network of people who can help you support these different fitness and health outcomes. So good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.